Friends, can you believe it? In China, what really touches people's hearts isn't the terracotta army or ancient city walls, those millennia-old landmarks, but a bottle of soda for 30 cents, a plate of 2pi for $1, and a rujiamo for $1.50. Hi everyone, I'm Jay, 38 years old, a native of Xi'an. In today's video, I'll take you on a journey through the most authentic and heartwarming daily life of ordinary Chinese people. Today, I'm heading to the high-speed rail station to pick up my 14-year-old nephew and 10-year-old niece. I bet many of you overseas viewers are scratching your heads right now. You're picking them up. Why aren't you heading straight to the station? Why did you detour to a small convenience store and a snack shop in an old alley first? Is this some kind of special Chinese custom? Actually, there's nothing special about it. I just know that these two kids crave the hometown flavors they've grown up eating. At the supermarket, I headed straight for the refrigerated section and grabbed 4 bottles of Bingfeng. It's Xi'an signature soda, and it's been popular for over 70 years. When I was a kid, I'd save up my pocket money to buy it, and now my nieces and nephews are still just as obsessed with it. I bet you're wondering, isn't it just a bottle of orange soda? How has it stayed popular for over half a century? Because it's long since ceased to be just a drink. It's the childhood etched into the very bones of us Xi'an locals, a taste of home we can't forget no matter where we go. With one sip, the bubbles burst in your mouth, refreshingly sweet, without being cloying, leaving you feeling completely at ease. Does your hometown have a classic flavor like this, one that has accompanied the generations as they grew up? After buying the soda, I ducked into an old rice noodle shop that's been tucked away in this alley for over a decade. No trendy decor, no English menu, just locals from the neighborhood. The owner knows me by now. Without a word, he knows I want 4 freshly made rujiamo and 2 servings of steamed 2pi. Many friends overseas call rujiamo a Chinese hamburger, but I dare say that what you eat abroad is nowhere near as authentic as a bite from the streets of Xi'an. Look at that. The white jimo bun is baked in the oven until crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. It crumbles with every bite. The braised pork has been simmered in a rich broth for hours, tender and flavorful, with the fat melting in your mouth and the lean meat juicy and tender. Chopped up and topped with a spoonful of that aromatic broth. Stuffed into a hot bun, the aroma wafts down half the street. The 2pi is steamed and sliced fresh to order, as thin as a cicada's wing. Drizzled with a secret blend of chili sauce and vinegar, it makes your mouth water just looking at it. Carrying a cold soda, a takeout rujiamo, and some 2pi, I arrived at the high-speed rail station. The moment the two children spotted me from a distance, they immediately skipped and ran toward me, hugging me and calling me uncle. I imagine many friends overseas would be puzzled by this scene. You went out of your way to buy their favorite foods, why not hand them over right away? Actually, in China, we have a simple custom. The best food is meant to be taken home and enjoyed together as a family. That's when it tastes the best. On the way home, the evening breeze in Xi'an felt especially pleasant. There was no anxiety from the faster pace of life, no rushing to get somewhere. Everything moved at a leisurely pace, and it felt incredibly grounded. As soon as I walked through the door, my two kids stared longingly at the bags in my hands. I laid out the rujiamo and liangpi one by one on the table and poured bingfeng soda into glasses where it fizzed with tiny bubbles. No fancy plating, no complicated table manners. We just gathered around a simple little table and dug in. My nephew took a big bite of the rujiamo, meat juice dripping from the corner of his mouth, and mumbled, "It's so fragrant." My niece picked up a piece of liangpi covered in chili sauce, squinting her eyes as she ate. The two children raved about the food the whole time, taking one bite after another, and simply unable to stop. I sat beside them watching them, my heart melting with a sense of deep contentment. I imagine our friends overseas would be amazed to see this scene. It turns out that happiness for Chinese people has never been about expensive gifts, but about a family sitting together peacefully, enjoying a warm, home cooked meal. Isn't this kind of simple joy, achieved not with a hefty price tag, but with just a little care and the joy of being together, truly rare? Many friends abroad picture China as a land of rapidly rising skyscrapers and fast-paced urban life, but today I want you to see what the daily life of ordinary Chinese people really looks like. We don't chase luxury or compete to show off. We hide our love for our family in a hot meal, in every bite that captures the flavors they love. When Chinese people express love, we never use too many fancy words. I remember what you like to eat, so I'll bring it home and share it with you. That's the most sincere gesture. No filters, no artificial embellishments. This is our most ordinary, most authentic life. A bowl of 凉皮, a rujamo, a bottle of soda. Each of us ate our fill for less than $3. Isn't that amazing? What could you even get for $3 where you live? This is what we consider the greatest happiness. Reading this, do you also want to come to Xi'an to taste an authentic rujiamo and liangpi and drink a bottle of ice-cold bingfeng? I'm Jay, just an ordinary person from Xi'an. I welcome friends from all over the world to visit Xi'an. Don't just focus on the trendy tourist spots. Wander through the old streets and alleys, try some street food, and experience our laid-back, everyday life. Here, you'll find 1,000 years of history, along with the warmest sense of community and the most genuine, ordinary people. This is the real China. No script, no embellishments, just steaming hot, ordinary happiness.